leave it all behind you. I said, take down everything that stands in your way. Don't stop believing it'll work out again, my friend. Stand out and be a part of everything good. Wake up, you're gonna be all that you should. Try out all the things you've always wanted to be. You'll see, 'cause I know what I know, that you've got it in you, and I see that you are a winner.
Hi there! Oh, sorry, I hit the cord. I decided to do another video because I looked at the last video and I cringed. I need to put my camera up higher so I have more of an illusion that I'm not fat. Yes, I'm 54 years old and gravity is doing weird funky things to me physically, and I don't like it. I don't like that I have a double chin. I don't like, but you know what? I'll tell you what. I go back in time, I'll look at videos like 2 years ago when I was, or maybe 3. It's been a while. It might be 3 now. When I was suffering from major depression and I was on meds. As much as I have this now going on, and just age in general sucks, I go back and I look at the videos 3 or 4 years ago, and I honestly just want to delete every one of them, because my face is just, I mean, it's like, it's not age whatever, it's, I'm bloated. My face is bloated. I look terrible, and oh my gosh. I'm infinitely happier now. I'm glad that I feel comfortable in my own skin. I look at myself and I go, God, look at you. Your hair looks hideous. Hideous! Look at this! Ah, it's terrible. I do need a haircut really bad, but I drive a bus, you know? It's kind of cool to have my little fedora hat, or this one. I wear this one, and just kind of have my hair kind of messy, wild looking, kind of hanging out, you know, as I drive a bus. Yeah, I know, I'm an old cool woman driving this big, huge 60-foot bus. No, honestly, it's incredibly liberating to look at myself and go, God, look at that hair. Damned. And laugh and not care. And just not care. I love not having the issue of, ooh, I want to turn somebody's head. I want to draw a man. I need a man in my life to be happy. It's like this little merry-go-round that I was on for so long, and now I'm off. It's very liberating. But it's, at the same time, I've learned to laugh at myself when I go, God, look at you. Whatever, you know what? I'll tell you what I prefer. I prefer what I feel like inside. When I was trying really hard to make a mud fence look like something more, I wasn't happy with myself. All the makeup in the world and all the nice haircuts that I got and whatever, I wasn't happy with myself. Although I will say that I had all the firm workout tapes at one point, all of them. And I used to exercise every day until I got my lovely, what is it? Exercise-induced urticaria. Only mine, I ignored it. It became exercise-induced anaphylaxis. Big word. So now it's very hard for me to exercise aggressively without having an allergy attack, which isn't pleasant. Even when I'm on medication, it's still really not good. It's just, now that I'm on medication, I won't just jump in the ER. Okay, so what did I do the other day? I bought, because all my firm exercise tapes are tapes. I threw them all away. First of all, I'm afraid to exercise now because of the allergy attacks that induces. But also, I don't have a VHS player anymore. So the other day, I was on Amazon and I saw The Firm DVD, and it was on this ridiculous sale. One of them, there's a zillion of them, but this one has 2 exercise routines in 1 DVD. So I bought it. It cost me like $6. So I'm like looking at it going, oh shit, now I'm gonna have to buy a step-up box, because right now the one that I was using at one point for exercising is now helping to support one of my tortoise cages, or houses. And I don't want to take it out because then that tortoise house will lose its support. So I need to buy a new step-up box if I seriously want to start doing this. But I kind of seriously want to, because I felt so much better physically when I was lighter. So I'm going to try to get into exercising, but it's not going to be like it was. I can't do 7 days a week. And if I start to feel that warming up feeling that you get when you exercise, I have to stop. Because that is like a chemical change going on in your body, that warming up feeling, and that's what I'm allergic to. So if I walk fast for a long time, I'll have an allergy attack. If I dance more than 2 dances in a row, or 2 songs in a row, I'll have an allergy attack. Fun, isn't it? So working out is kind of a pain if you're, the whole point of it is to get that burn, because that's what's burning the calories, but I have to stop when that happens. So it's not going to do a lot of good for me, but it might at least give me the delusion that I'm trying to do something. So the point of this video is actually not about my hair or my unhappiness with my situation, with the way my fat is distributed now and everything. It's like, oh my god, it's aging sucks. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. It's actually about the last video that I made that I'm trying really hard not to delete because I hate it. I hate it because my camera isn't high. It's kind of right here, and in my opinion, you see too much of my flaws, and there's so many flaws. You have to... Anyway, I'm like, okay, I could just delete that video. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it completely. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm trying not to care what people think about me anymore, because that's the thing. That's a thing that you live all your life caring. And it's when you get to the point where you don't care, that's when you finally start to love yourself and start to feel good about who you are and accept yourself and laugh at yourself. Laugh at yourself. And don't take yourself so seriously. And you know what? People like come up and say, well, they don't come up because people are usually a little more cowardly when you're in public. But on the internet, it happens. Oh, you fat hag, or whatever. I get that sometimes. You fat hag. It's like, you know, I'm 54 years old. I don't care anymore. You know, I went through all the jumping through the hoops and trying to be whatever that I'm not. I never was. But now I'm to the point where, whatever. I don't care. There will always be gorgeous women. No matter that, this is something that I kind of came to the conclusion. There will always be somebody more beautiful than I am. There will always be somebody less attractive than I am. Right? Who cares? Anyway, what I wanted to say has to do with the last video and not how hideous I looked in the last video. I don't want hatred on my channel. Maybe in a couple years after the evil thing that's running your country, okay, there was a little bit of hatred right there. The evil thing, oh God. Sorry, I feel, I can't even say I've never hated anybody so much in my life. So it's really hard to not, when I even think about him. But he has put so much hatred out there. He has created and justified and encouraged and whatever, so much hatred out there, that I don't want my channel to contribute to that. I don't want to fuel the fire. I don't want to fuel the fuel. I don't want to fuel the fire. This hatred of Islam. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to contribute to that because it's evil right now. It's not just criticizing. I have always thought of myself as a critic of Islam. I'm a critic of Islam. I'm a critic of Christianity, and I'm a critic of Islam and any religion or cult that has double standards and follows an evil book, basically, and is illogical and is sexist and etc., etc., etc. I am a critic. I think there's a difference between being a critic and hating people just because of how they dress or what they believe. I feel anger when I look at Muslim women and I see how oppressed they are, and they don't know that they are, but they are. I feel anger. I think it's wrong that people are oppressed in my country. But you know, kicking Muslims out or keeping them from coming in is also oppressing them. And not only is it oppressing them, it's basically putting yourself down on that level of total intolerance. You know, I criticize Muslim countries, the ones that are run basically under Sharia law, because they're so intolerant about everybody else that does not believe in Islam. And to put on that same mentality that we're going to be totally intolerant and kick people out who don't think the same way we are, is to become what we hate. To become the thing that we criticize. In my opinion, if you become what you criticize, then you no longer have any right to criticize. You're just as bad. So somebody that I really like on my channel, I didn't like doing this, but she wrote some things under my last video that I found offensive, and it's like, I'm sorry she thinks this way, but I don't want this kind of a post on my channel, which is why now anything that has anything to do with Islam or Trump, I have comments now. I look at them before they get posted because I do not want hateful comments on my channel. You know, people are entitled to feel whatever they want to feel or think whatever they want to think. And I don't have, excuse me, control over what other people think or feel. But they don't, and they can go do that thinking and feeling elsewhere. But not on my channel. I contributed, and I'm not sorry for contributing because I believe I contributed a lot of criticism of Islam on my channel. But at the same time, if I contributed to the hate that we see now in any shape, way, shape, or form, it's almost 2 in the morning, so forgive me for babbling. If I've contributed to the hate, the cesspool of hatred in this country, even in the smallest way, I regret that. But I don't think that my videos were hateful. I hope not. I feel like, I mean, I have to go back and listen to every single one of them. I did have anger. I was angry. I'm always angry whenever I see oppression, whenever I see innocent people being hurt. And that's where I think it comes from, the way I feel now. I'm seeing the proposition being put out there, let's hurt innocent people. Trump's ban has hurt innocent people. That pisses me off. It's like, no. The answer to Islam is to not hurt others or hurt people. You don't put fire on fire. You don't attack evil with evil. You rise above it. Yes, you can come into our country. Yes, you're welcome. This is America, a symbol of hope for everybody. Besides that, I don't know a lot about all this stuff, but from what I understand, America is responsible for Syria, the thing that's going on in Syria now. And I feel like it's really bad form that we're shutting our borders to the people that have been victimized in Syria. Yes, there's going to be bad apples in that group. There's always going to be bad apples coming in that you know what? That isn't the majority. That would be the exception. And hopefully those people will make themselves known and we will deal with them as we deal with them. But you don't punish 100 people because of 2 bad people. That's wrong. You don't just assume that 100 people are bad because there might be 2 bad people there. I just think that's wrong. So that's something I wanted to clarify. I don't mean to cut people off in their opinions, but I will draw the line if I feel like it's hateful, or I just don't want that. I mean, you can be hateful all you want toward Trump on my channel. More power to you. You can be hateful for what the GOP is doing to this country. There's lots of things that you can hate, and I have no problem. There's lots of things I hate too. I hate Christianity. I hate the evil that Islam does. I hate children that are hurt by religion. I mean, I could make a list, but again, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. There's a lot of things I hate that I will still express that I hate. And I will still say things to criticize Islam. But I'm going to be toning it down because, and I'm going to try to not post anything about Islam if I am angry, because I don't want to come across hateful. I don't want to fuel that fire. I don't want to add to something that I think is very wrong and very harmful to innocent people. And I might lose subscribers. Maybe I was seen as a, I don't know, a voice against Islam. I don't like Islam, and I will never like Islam. I will never like the fact that belief systems like this exist on the planet. But to me, my feeling about it's wrong to hurt other people, innocent people, overrides that. And right now, we do not need more hate in this world. We do not need intolerance in this world. We don't need black and white thinking and saying, oh, all these people over here, they're all bad, or they could all be bad. There's potential there for them all to be bad. Well, hey, there's bad Christians running around in this country. We have KKK in this country and neo-Nazis in this country and GOP walking around still using the N-word. You know, calling Obama and his family apes. That's in this country right now. And that is, in my opinion, equally as evil as anything Islam dishes out. So, evil is here, whether we like it or not. Singling out this one group over here and discriminating against them is just wrong. And I don't want to contribute to the hate fest that's going on right now in my country toward this group of people over here. So, I don't know if I slumped here. I might have, this is what I hate right in here. This is like, what I want to do is take a big rubber band and wrap it around my head so this is all tight. But you know, it's like, you can't fight it. It's called aging. Although I keep hearing, and you know, I sit on a bus all day. It's not like I have an active job. 9.5 hours I'm sitting on my butt driving a bus. So, yes, I do need to exercise, and maybe the tape will start. Maybe the tape will help me. I don't know. But the point is, I'm learning to laugh. And I like laughing, and I like feeling good about myself. And I'm very happy, by the way, very, very happy that they went back on their stupid plan to sell off 3.3 million acres of our national forests and parks. I'm so glad that they nixed that. Hopefully that will stay dead, because that's the worst thing I've ever heard. That really had me upset. But so many people protested that. Not just, I mean, I protested, I guess a lot of women protested, a lot of sportsmen protested, because, you know, imagine not being able to go hunting, not being able to go fishing, camping, canoeing, whitewater rafting, all the things that people love. I mean, I don't like to think that the forest and the parks are only worth something because they are useful to humans in some way. I would like to think they're worth something because they're just beautiful to look at, and they are what keeps so many species of precious animals alive. And without them, so many species will die. To me, that right there should be enough. But I'm just so happy. I don't even care what the reason, if it was because humans use this, so it's got value, so we're going to keep it. I don't care. I'm just so glad it's not going to be bulldozed and deforested and all the things they were going to do drilled. I'm very glad. And that shows me that we can, if we fight hard enough, we can resist. And that's what I will be doing. Any anger, hostile feelings that I have right now, I'm throwing it into that, fighting back to try to keep something good about my country still alive. I don't want to see everything that I love about my country destroyed. And so I will fight. Every single petition that I see that I think, yep, we don't want that, I'm going to sign. Every time there's a march and I'm not working, I'm going to be there. Every time I get something on my phone that says call this senator and make this statement, I'm going to do it. Until they impeach the bastard, I'm going to fight for my country. So, okay, this was also supposed to be short. That's it if you've been watching again. Thanks. Bye.
I am absolutely convinced that the main source of hatred in the world is religion. And I think it should be religion treated with ridicule and hatred and contempt.